Hey there, I'm Steve, and welcome to Jamsin Entertainment. And welcome to the conversation. Just before we get started, there are many ways you can help. You can like and subscribe so you never miss a conversation, but most importantly, please share this video. Get the word out there that there's a community where we can talk about all the things that we love. Today is another regular review. I just came back from watching Godzilla vs. Kong. It's exactly what I expected, and just a little more. Just a little more. I wish I saw it in theaters. I went over to my parents because they have HBO Max. I don't. But still, it's an enjoyable movie. I'm always up for a big, dumb monster movie, and that's exactly what this is, and it delivers on that. I would honestly say that this is probably the best film out of the franchise. Here's how I would have played this franchise out. And I don't know why they didn't do it this way. I mean, I have one theory of why they did it that way, but I don't know if my thought on that is a spoiler or not. So I won't say anything. My way that I would have done the franchise: Kong Skull Island, because it takes place in the 70s, Godzilla vs. Kong, and then a movie just called King of the Monsters. That would have made a whole lot more sense, and it would have been way more epic. You could have ended Godzilla vs. Kong leading into King of the Monsters. That would have been like a huge, awesome cliffhanger to end on. Kong and Godzilla battling it out, and then it goes to credits. And then the next movie, it continues the fight. What an opening that would be in the middle of this fight. And then you start seeing these other monsters wake up and crawl and destroy stuff on the way. And maybe they watch and see what's going on. Maybe some monsters take sides. And then you can have Ghidorah or Ghidorah, however you want to pronounce Monster Zero's name. You can have him come in and be the big threat, and then there's a reason to have King Kong and Godzilla fight something together. And you can still kind of have like King of the Monsters where Ghidorah, I'm going to say Ghidorah, is calling the monsters, and the monsters are fighting for Ghidorah, and that gives Godzilla and Kong something to fight. I think that would have been epic! Epic! But as this franchise is, it's good. It's not great, but it's good. It's enjoyable. It's something you can watch, either like pay full attention to it or have it on in the background. But I really did enjoy this movie. And so the idea I just presented to you, they kind of took for this movie. I can't go into details. My original idea, the big idea I just told you, there's just off the top of my head in the filming of this review. I had another idea, but I don't want to reveal it because it might give away what actually happens in this one. So there's a whole chunk of this movie that could have been taken out. And that's the part with, forgive me, I don't remember the actress's name or the actor's name. The two kids in this movie, the one kid from Deadpool and the one kid from Stranger Things, he was in King of the Monsters. They could have been removed from this movie completely. And same with the father of Eleven. I'm going to call her 11. I think the character's name is Madison. I'm going to call her 11. That could have been completely removed from this movie. Nothing would have changed. And you would have said it probably would have been like an hour and 45-minute movie instead of 2-hour movie, which I think would have made this movie a whole lot better because they waste too much time with that side plot that really doesn't do anything. It does something, but it could have been achieved another way. Just no. It is really cool watching Godzilla vs. Kong fight. Really, really cool. And before I watched this today, I was just going through Facebook, and one of the groups I follow has a GIF. I'll see if I can find it and put up in post. Apparently, the people who made this movie are fans of the original Godzilla vs. King Kong back in the 60s, I think. I'm only really recently getting into the kaiju movies, and the only ones I'm really getting into are the first Pacific Rim, not the second one. The second one is, it's garbage. And the new Godzilla movies, and the original Godzilla movie, plus the American bastardized version of the original Godzilla movie. I don't know, maybe I'll get into other kaiju movies, like I could watch Gamera. I've never actually seen, and I mentioned this in my Kong Skull Island movie, I've never actually seen the original King Kong from the 30s or any other iteration after that. And maybe I'll get into those and the earlier Godzilla movies. I used to watch, I watched this one Godzilla movie over and over again because it was the only Godzilla movie I had. It was Godzilla vs. Megalon. It was on VHS. And maybe I'll get into monster movies. I don't know. Wow, I'm really going off on a tangent here. I was going to go off more on a tangent, but I'm not going to. This movie does the best job of showcasing the monsters and actually letting us see them fight. One of the things that Ken Watanabe's character from Godzilla sort of added on to let them fight is let us watch them fight. Most of the movies beforehand is like you see the reactions of the humans. We don't want to see the reactions of the humans. We want to see the fight. We just want to see the kaijus fight. This movie lets you see the kaijus fight. It is awesome. I didn't get King of the Monsters on Blu-ray or 4K. I got it only on DVD. This I won't get on 4K. This I will get on Blu-ray. This is definitely at least worth the Blu-ray. And that's what I recommend you get. Those are my thoughts on Godzilla vs. Kong. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And do you like how the franchise played out, or do you have another way that the franchise could have played out other than the one I talk about? So to kind of pick up on the rant that I started, I've recently got a whole lot of movies in. I have some ideas. Two of the ideas might become behind the scenes. I don't know yet. I recently rewatched Ace Ventura: Pet Detective for the first time since I seen it since I was a kid. So this is over 20 years ago. That'll be next Thursday's review. Look forward to that, because, just look forward to next Thursday's review. Ace Ventura: Pet Detective. If you like what you saw, like it. If you think other people will like it, share it. If you really liked it, hit the subscribe button. Thank you for watching, and live your imagination.